From the On Target Digital Marketing Podcasting Studios in sunny Orlando, Florida, it's the T Squared Tech Talk Podcast with Tom Jelnick and Tom Craig. It's Tom. You know what time it is?
It's Friday somewhere.
It is Friday somewhere. It's not Friday afternoon like normal, though, is it?
No, it's not. But that's what I meant to say, Tom. Is it's Friday afternoon somewhere?
It certainly is. I think it might be Friday afternoon in Kurspakistan, Tom.
I think you're right.
So,
although evening, if I'm not mistaken, from our time change.
Did you look at a sundial there?
I did.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So, T Squared Tech Talk Podcast. It is time. I am your host, Tom Jelnick. I'm joined with
Tom Craig on this side of the table.
Yeah, he's our stupendous co-host, and
Yep.
Mason's in the house. Say
That's
hi,
right.
Mason.
Yeah.
So, Mason's he's our newest amazing shining star, Tom. He comes to us, he hails, if you will, from Full Sail University, right up the road. So, really excited to have him with us. Matthew, our normal audio technician in the afternoon, you know where he's at?
I can only guess.
You know, he loves the Dolly Partons, right?
9 to 5.
Yeah,
Not just 9 to 5 all the time.
He's working 9 to 5 nonstop, but he is at a Dolly Parton cover band extravaganza. Yeah, downtown Orlando, and it's called Molly Fartin.
Yeah,
so,
well.
See what they did there?
I do. It's that should be interesting.
Yeah,
it's almost like Dred Zeppelin. You know,
it's a lot like that.
Yeah,
So Molly Fartin cover, and he's having a great time. We're excited for him to come back, but we've got Mason today, who's doing a stupendous job. We kind of jumped the gun a little bit on our original taping this morning, Tom. What happened?
Well, you know what? I can tell you exactly what happened, Tom. Here's the rundown. Are you ready? We got started before noon. And that right there, that's the problem. And I thought we learned our lesson last time, but apparently we didn't.
Well, yes, but we are moving on, and we're very confident today. And see the lizard in the background? I mean, all is right with the world now, Tom.
After this week, I hope so.
What a week it's been. And you talk about Molly Fartin and imposters.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what happened to me this weekend.
Bring it.
You ready for this?
Okay, I don't know.
So I've lived in Orlando for decades now, literally. And the kids are a little bit, they're jumping out of their skin a little bit this weekend.
Yeah.
My wife and I decide we're going to take them on a bit of an outing. So we take them to Universal Studios.
The
on
mother
Sunday.
of all mistakes on a 3-day weekend.
3-day weekend, Tom. Not even thinking about that. My quest is to go there and get an ice cold beer. My kids go for the ice cold butter beer.
Yeah.
So anyway, we walk into the wizarding world of Harry Potter, which is an amazing place. And as we walk and come in around that corner, there's 9.2 million freaking people in that area, Tom.
I'm very familiar with that. Yeah.
I don't do people.
One of our listeners, Jamie, actually is out there and working in that area. And so,
hi, Jamie. What's up?
Yep. But yeah, it's, and I'm thrown off by what you just said. I thought butterbeer was the alcoholic beverage of choice out there. Is it not?
No. So, I love to keep the kids pretty calm, but
See, I thought all the kids were drinking alcohol. I'm like, no, Universal's pretty lax.
yeah, I mean,
these
they are
days.
really progressive.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, there is just a shit whack of sugar in butterbeer, but it's not daddy beer.
Well, things have changed since
about that.
1990 when, we just won't talk about the 90s back out at Universal
Is that when you brought the
Studios, but
flask in? Remember the flask?
Let me just tell you, there was a lot of things brought into those Universal parties back in the day. I don't even. That's another whole podcast
a previous
show.
life of Tom
Yeah.
Tom Craig with Advanced System Solutions, or ASSI, if you will.
As Inc.
Yeah.
We haul ass to stand behind our name.
And you hauled ass over here this morning, didn't you, Tom?
Never slow down. Tom.
Always excited to partake of the T Squared Tech Talk podcast.
How could you not be?
This is great stuff. We're live. We've got Mason. It's the second time we freaking did it this morning.
Got Larry the Lizard here.
Larry's back there. Say hi, Larry.
Yeah.
So
this week.
Universal Studios.
Yep.
Let's focus. I'm in line with 9 million other people to go on a ride that says it's got a 90-minute wait. And suddenly realize what an idiot I am for going on a 3-day weekend. But we already went through that. So I pull my amazing Apple smartphone out of my pocket.
Okay.
Check the old email.
Yep.
And you know what I saw, Tom?
The old alert.
You want to talk about a Google News alert. So I've set those up to monitor on target and what happens and the goings on. And if my company's name ever gets mentioned, I know about it.
Okay.
It's good stuff, right?
Yep.
So I'm thinking, oh, that's great. We got a media hit. I check this email. It's got on target web solutions. I click it. It goes to my website. I'm like, so far, so good. Meanwhile, Tom, the sweat is dripping off my brow in this ridiculous line at Universal. It's Florida. It's February. It's 88 degrees. So
Love it.
gotta love it. So anyway, I go back to the original email because I was a little bit perplexed, and I click the link below. And you know where it took me, Tom?
Not to your website.
It did not. It took me to India, Tom. The fine folks in India have taken upon themselves to purchase a new domain name for their new web design company. And so they registered on targetwebsolution.com.
Which is painful because hearing that makes me think, oh my gosh, do I need to change and register now advanced systems solutions and
Bingo.
advanced system solutions and advanced systems solution and then every variation of those three words?
Bingo. So here's exactly what happened
Yep.
in India a couple days ago. When they registered that domain name, they also got really creative and decided to add my company name with the S throughout all of their copy. So, I'm a little bit pissed off, Tom.
And for those who don't know, in the IT world, the most helpless point of our existence, it's kind of like the dead zone for wireless.
Mm-hmm.
The most helpless point for us in the IT world is standing in a 90-minute line at a theme park with our family who we've told we're going to ignore work and we're going
Sure.
to enjoy the family for the day. But
Yes.
meanwhile, we're seeing that alert and oh my gosh, what are we going to do?
Right, and the wheels are spinning
the worst
upstairs.
feeling ever.
It is, and even if you could do something about it, which you freaking can't, you've got you got to be in tune with the fam.
Oh,
Tom.
yeah, because we know the family does come first.
It does.
However, it doesn't mean that our mind is always focused in one area.
Correct.
Yeah.
So yeah, my mind's spinning, and I'm pissed
can't
off,
imagine.
and so that happens.
Uh-huh.
Another hour goes by. I'm waiting in yet another line, and I get another freaking email with the On Target Web Solutions news alert. Right. Open it up, exact same damn thing, except this was their now portfolio page that they're showing me. So it was like taking a big old pile of salt, Tom, and just slathering it up in the wounds, if you will.
I tell you.
Man, what a uncool thing to do. But you know why they're doing it?
Well, it's easy to ride on your coattails.
That's 100% what's going
Yeah.
on. So by sprinkling in the words On Target Web Solutions throughout their web copy, they have a tendency, or they could actually show up in Google before me. And I've been around for 13 years. So, yeah, I'm furious. And my wife's like, what can we do? And what do? We can't do a damn thing. What they did was perfectly legal. They just found they're exploiting.
It's like having Facebook with no E or
Right.
one O or whatever. So when somebody mistypes it, it takes you there.
Yeah.
Or if you're searching for it, you might end up, if the in-laws are searching for it, they're going to end up on the wrong page.
Right.
Why are there so many spelling errors on your page, Tom?
Exactly.
It doesn't-
Tom, you're better than
Yeah,
that.
See? Yeah. We hear it all the time. So that's the nefarious characters overseas.
Yes.
But it didn't stop there this week
Tom.
for you, did
no,
it?
not at all. Not at
Yeah.
all.
We
So
had local people as well.
I found my Zen, Tom.
Yeah?
Actually, for being honest, I found my beer.
Yeah, thank
So
heavens.
yeah, they have Heineken there. It's amazing, ice cold, love it. So I'm coming to terms with this challenge, Tom, and luckily, years ago I had bought On Target Digital Marketing, which is honestly a lot more true to what we do. So I've just been able to reroute things, and I'm going to do that. So
So you grabbed a Heine and chilled out.
you're damn straight, Tom.
There you go. Right on.
Sometimes you just got to grab life by the Heine.
There you go. For those who weren't around in the 80s, that's that commercial for Heineken back.
Sure, we're not talking about buttocks, Tom,
Right,
right?
That's right. Yep.
So
So you redirected your anger.
I did. And so that goes by. I find a solution.
Yep.
My team's working on it. It's going to be great. So everything will be right with the world.
Good.
And those people will get theirs, Tom. You mark my words.
I hope so.
That's
I
called
hope,
karma.
I hope that all those people over there in Pakistan and
Yeah.
in Mom's basement in Detroit
And Milwaukee.
Yeah. That they find their own someday.
They will.
Yep,
They will.
let's
I
hope.
believe in karma, Tom.
Likewise.
It'll slap them right upside
It's not
the
just
hiney.
something that ran over my dogma.
That's well done.
There we go.
Very well done.
There we go.
So, Tom, I sit on a board, and not the kind with the rusty nails going in the wrong places.
No,
if you know what I'm saying.
We saved that seat for the in-laws.
That's right.
Tom, this seat's really uncomfortable.
Oh, we'll look at that.
Yeah. Here, have another glass of NyQuil, Granny.
Yeah.
So, anyway, we'll mix it in with your Metamucil. Things will flow.
Love it.
If you know what I'm saying. So, I sit on a nonprofit board, Tom.
Okay.
And they came to me in a bit of a pickle, or
Okay.
some might say a kerfluffle.
Yes, yes.
We used that
Bing,
word
bing,
last.
bing,
Yeah,
or Bing, 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 bing is
You
what
like
we
that?
should say.
Not Bing.
Yeah,
No, that's a
see?
Microsoft product, Tom.
That's why I had to
Unacceptable. Sorry, not going to happen. So, this board reaches out to me that I'm a board member of, and they said,
Yeah.
"Well, we just got our bill for the technology. The technology bill came in."
Okay, so a review of the invoices.
Sure.
Yep.
That's a smart thing to do, Tom.
Absolutely.
I
Second
advise-
set of eyes always helps.
Yeah, you gotta put your eyeballs on the bills and pay attention to what's going down.
Yep.
Especially as a nonprofit, right? You gotta watch your P's and Q's, as they say.
Yeah, not a lot of P's and Q's to play with.
Not. Wow. My mind went somewhere else, Tom. Just
I don't know what you're talking about.
and I know it's early, and it's usually me that's guilty of those types of analogies. But anyway, so they sent me this bill, and the first thing I glanced down at is the total. So it's a monthly bill from this tech company. I'm not going to name them, of course. That'd be unethical, and I won't do that.
The nefarious characters
Yeah,
in Orlando is
Yeah.
what we'll refer to them as.
nefarious.
Yep.
Kerfluffles. So I glanced down at the bottom. It's a $192 bill.
Now, how many servers and workstations are we talking about?
That's a great question, Tom. So
Okay.
within this organization, there is, count them, one computer. One crappy PC running a horrendous operating system you refer to as Windows.
Okay.
Right. So it's got that going for it, God forbid. And they've also got, how many phone lines, Tom? One phone line.
And
So here-
okay.
the
so
bill
a
is-
VoIP phone, right?
A VoIP phone, yeah, with the PBX, the whole box.
They've got a PBX
they
on
got
site as
in
well.
In case you want to transfer a call to yourself.
Yeah, yeah.
As
Or you
the
want to have
one-
a conference call with
Yourself.
you and yourself and I.
Right,
and-
all three of you.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's one line.
Okay.
And so this bill is encompassing all of this technology to help facilitate one computer, one phone line, $192 a month.
Well, I hope there's some little add-ons in there, like firewall security or antivirus.
I'm getting to that, Tom.
And
Yeah.
toe massage and haircuts every week
And butterbeer.
But thank you.
And laxatives.
For $190 a month,
Yeah.
I want my car waxed.
I want that. I want I want a pedicure. All you name it, Tom.
man.
So here's what's going down.
Okay.
I'm going through this bill and instantly, why do we need a fax to email with firewall protection with redundancy? That's a line item.
Get the facts out.
Yeah, you get the fax out. I mean, when's the last time the in-laws have even faxed anything, Tom? They fax in those prescriptions or...
Well, it's like, the faxing is primarily for ads these days, if I'm not mistaken.
No, Joe the roofer wants to
Yeah.
get hot asphalt in your hands.
Don't forget those $79 cruises.
The cruise to Kerspakistan, Tom.
See? Sending the in-laws.
I like where your head's at. What if we did like a 12-day cruise to Kerspakistan and I'll send you mine and yours and we'll put them together?
Listeners, if anybody gets a fax out there for a $79 12-day cruise
Yeah.
to Kerspakistan, please let us know
Yeah.
because we've got some tickets we'd like to purchase.
But you got to email that to us because we don't have fax machines.
That's right.
But anyway, so I say we let them set sail, Tom. A 10, 12-day cruise over to Kerspakistan.
Bon voyage.
Yeah, it's nice this time of year. They have NyQuil.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So anyway, let's try to wrangle this back around, Tom, to this
To
tech
this
company.
outlandish $190 a month that
Yeah.
they're not even getting their car waxed for.
Yeah, no car wax, no fingernail trimming, no alpaca training, none of that shit's going on. But what is going on is they're getting taken for a frickin' ride, Tom.
Yeah, that's right. Because nonprofits should be paying far less than your average consumer or organization.
Right.
because there's plenty of avenues. TechSoup is the primary avenue,
Yeah.
where a nonprofit can go to and find deals on Apple products, Microsoft products, Cisco products, a plethora of solutions.
A veritable plethora. And
That's
Tom,
right.
I'm very proud of you for actually naming Apple first, because I think deep down inside your heart, you know that's where, in this grand scheme of things, it starts with Apple.
I hate to say this, Tom. Is Apple even on TechSoup now that I go back around and think about this? Because I don't think they offer any discounts, do they?
Oh, well, Tom,
I mean,
discounts,
a $1,200 water bottle.
discounts are relative, Tom. So see the shiny water bottle?
Yeah.
So
It's just beautiful.
But Apple wants nonprofits to just embrace all that they are and superiority and just the wonderful operating system. So, unfortunately, a lot of times they can only afford inferior products, like a PC.
But you know how they can afford a Mac?
How's that?
By saving $190 a month.
I like where your head's
from a fax machine with firewall protection.
Oh, you got to have the firewall protection on the fax machine.
Yeah.
So I'm literally going down this list and I'm shaking my head. And I thought of you, my friend, because I'm like, my friend Tom Craig would never take a company for a ride like this.
No. And I'm sure that you did the legwork to determine that cost difference.
Oh my gosh. So yeah, I break this down. I'm a huge fan of the Google Docs and the Google Enterprise. And in your world, Tom, it would be the Microsoft 362,
365,
whatever the hell they call it
every
today.
single day of the year,
Yeah.
Tom.
Does that come with Paint, Tom? Is it
Paint
like,
3D these days?
Yeah, it's so fancy.
Don't slow down.
Really, they have groundbreaking technology. So anyway, so I would recommend like a Google Drive product. And trying to get the nonprofit out of the mindset of being, tethered to this one machine that has all this protection and vault and this and that and this bullshit that this company sold them.
Yeah.
You got to think a little bit differently today, right, Tom?
Absolutely. And when you do that, when looking at these solutions, what was the cost difference that you came up with?
Holy crap. So even if you didn't get the nonprofit rate from Google, which is free, by the way, not all nonprofits qualify for it. So if your particular nonprofit doesn't, it's only $5 a user. And that gives you a crap ton. So I think you get, don't quote me, I think you get 30 gigs of storage. You get access to Google Hangouts. You can do video messaging. You can do collaboration with all the docs. You can create spreadsheets. It's freaking amazing, right?
Yeah.
$5 a user a month.
Okay.
So let's pretend we have 7 users at the chamber or whatever nonprofit, and that's $35, right?
Yeah.
Then let's look at what it's going to cost for a new phone system, because we want to get rid of all that nonsense and not pay for faxes and faxes from Kurzblackistan. And if we find a solution for a cloud-based VoIP, I like saying VoIP. It's fun.
Yeah. It sounds like volleyball.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like Voight,
Yeah.
but VoIP. But anyway, so that can be about $25 per phone line. We've only got one phone line. We don't need that fax line.
Yeah.
So there's $25 there. So what are we at? 25 plus 35, carry the one.
Yeah. I mean, we're looking at less than 60, so,
We just saved this nonprofit, Tom, about $162. What do you think about that,
I
actually?
think that'll buy you a new Mac every year.
You're damn straight, and it should.
See? Or
Or
10 PCs every year. See?
Yeah, but
See
we don't
what
want
I
to
did there?
contribute to the landfills, Tom.
Oh,
So,
okay, all right.
you buy these 10 PCs, they're going right to the shitter in like 3 weeks. So stick with a wise investment. And, I'm showing our folks on Facebook Live all of the amazing Apple
Wise
equipment.
investment.
Yeah, see? They're everywhere.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
Nonprofits, a lot of times, don't really understand tech and the cloud. And a lot of people think the cloud is this big, mysterious vapor place where, you send rockets up into, like last night.
Kurzblackistan.
Launched a rocket right here from the Space Coast.
That's right. Going to the moon.
They're going to the moon to screw over hackers and be hackers and take over the planet and the globe. So
We're going to beat Dr. Evil to the first advertising from the moon. We're now going to get adware from down from above.
won't that be great, Tom?
Yes.
And advanced system solutions will come to the rescue, right?
That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. I haven't figured out how yet. We need the Assicopter. And we could just hop in.
The ass-copter.
Yeah, that's it. There we go.
Get right behind that.
That's right.
You got to watch out for the exhaust, though, Tom.
That's right. Yeah, amen. Don't stand back there.
Yeah, you know how I always stay clear 500 feet? Yeah, the assicopter. You want to stay steer. Anyway, so where the hell were we going with that?
So, Pakistan sending the satellite to the moon there. But,
right. So the cloud.
Yeah.
Yes, that's where that was
through
going.
the clouds.
So I want nonprofits to understand this. You don't need to be tethered to a machine, and God forbid it's a PC. But you can walk around with your Apple iPhone or your shattered Android glass like Tom Craig's. Very fancy, by the way. Is that a new style for you, Tom? It's the crystallized Android?
I took the Gladiator Challenge this week and over a bunch of wood and took the leap of faith, over a 20-foot leap, all to get to the remote closet. See what I do? The lengths I go through to go into the closet.
And then the lengths you go through to get out of the closet.
I do twice the work for that.
You do. I bet you do.
Yeah.
With
that's
exuberance.
a whole other podcast.
It is.
That is.
Right.
The T podcast closet.
Closet outage.
Yeah, there you go.
That's what we'll call it. That
we go.
episode.
I like that.
Yeah, it's nice. It's fancy.
But no, so the cloud, when moving to the cloud, nonprofits, they think it's this big, scary place that Pakistan is sending rockets into.
Which they are.
Yeah.
But anyway.
But it's not as dangerous as it seems or as mysterious as it seems. What's important is that they do their due diligence, find out what the various pricing availability is for them, and then make sure that they back up that data and have something ready to go when, if something should go south as they're moving to the cloud. Because you know what I always say, Tom?
What's that, Tom?
Either create a data protection plan or plan to lose your data.
I love it.
Yep,
You're
the choices.
a wordsmith, my friend.
Well, that one, that's just years of seeing people who didn't plan properly.
Right.
And then experienced failure. One of them I heard about last week from another nefarious IT company that will remain nameless, but they went to install a SQL client on a server, and it said they couldn't do that because there was databases on that server already.
Sure.
So you know what they did? Delete the databases.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? It's just getting in the way, right?
But
Tom?
you know what? Now it installs no problem. Hey, look at that. But
Piece of cake.
yeah, and then the next thing you know, the employees are saying, hey, where's all our data?
Holy crap.
Yeah. So again, have that data protection plan for whatever failures might come your way.
Right.
Be it intentional, such as deleting a SQL database, or unintentional, moving to the cloud, experience power failure, some sort of configuration error during the transition, and now suddenly you've got no data or a loss of data. So make sure that that's somewhere when you're transitioning to the cloud.
I think the biggest thing here is don't be afraid of the cloud, because it's not this like mysterious nebulous of chemicals in the air where all your data goes. Companies like Google and, God forbid, Microsoft work really, really hard to protect your files, keep your data safe. They have to, or their reputation's even more screwed than it already is.
And we've talked about this before, that having somebody like, let's just say yourself or myself on site 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year is going to cost you several $100,000.
Yeah,
and
a
have
lot
a team of people,
and a lot of sales to the to Pakistan.
That's right.
Right.
Or we could all split these costs,
right,
to have those people on site and utilize the cloud. And now we're only, instead of having to pay a couple $100,000 a year for that team, we've split those costs amongst thousands of people,
right,
and we only have to pay the $5 a month that you were talking about earlier.
Absolutely. So I want to put your mind at ease. If you're a nonprofit, if you're a small business, even if you're a gigantor business, switching to the cloud is probably one of the smartest things I think you can do.
Amen.
And give you peace of mind.
Absolutely.
So in this particular case that we talked about, the nonprofit, my goodness, the cost savings and the headaches. These poor people pull their hair out because the PC, of course, freezes or tries to do a Windows update, and
or that Mac gets that spinning wheel of death.
Do they do that? I don't think that's a thing.
I'm pretty sure, Tom.
I don't know about
that.
I
Googled
Tom.
it. I've seen it on the interwebs.
So you've Googled it. It's got to be true.
Yep. I saw it on the news. It's got to be true.
Thanks, Pakistan.
That's right.
So, but there are many cost-effective ways to get your organization, and this will enhance it too, because here's the cool thing. If you have several board members and each one of them is in charge of something else, say it's marketing, say it's administration, whatever,
Yeah.
now you can create an infrastructure and a workflow that'll allow each member to contribute. You know, you can go in there and live edit documents with each other, and you don't have to be sitting in a stinky ass boardroom.
And you don't have to set up, and for those who haven't experienced this before, if you had everything in-house, you had to set up a VPN for remote access. And then you had to make sure that it was secure. And then you had to set up the file sharing for all the documents.
Right.
Meanwhile, using one of these solutions, a few dollars a month, everything's auto magic, very easy, backed up, supported.
Right.
I mean, you can't beat the benefits that the cloud brings unless you're a huge organization that has hundreds or thousands of employees. Then that's where that line starts to become a little blurred as to whether or not the cost savings are there.
Well, absolutely.
But for smaller organizations, it's a no-brainer.
It is a no-brainer,
Yep.
and I think it actually enhances the organization tremendously. Like, let's take a nonprofit. I need your logo. Can somebody send me the logo? I don't need to do that. I can open it up on my amazing smartphone made by Apple, and take that logo wherever I need.
Yeah.
In fact, there's a whole app on my phone for Google Drive, and any document that On Target needs, whether it's a new sales template, a job description, what have you, all at my damn fingertips, Tom. It's an amazing world.
Wow. Well, it is an amazing world, and I'm just thankful to be a part of it. Very grateful, Tom. Very
the
grateful.
gratitude at this table.
Yeah.
Mason, and of course Matthew, who's enjoying a jolly farting.
Yeah.
There's an attitude of gratitude that's just setting us on the right track, Tom.
Well, you know what Matthew's going to miss out on today?
What's that?
That time.
It is time. It is time to dig into the mail sack, Tom.
That's right.
Who do we got today?
We have Kip writing to us.
Kip.
Yep, from Colorado.
Oh, another one of those. The
Yeah.
Coloradans.
The Colorado crowd is big for us.
And high.
We've got some, at Mile High.
Yeah,
those mountains.
and marijuana high too, Tom.
Really?
Yeah, it's a thing over there. Check it.
I'll have to Google that.
Yeah, you Google
I
that.
haven't heard anything
yeah,
about
they're,
that.
they're
but-
burning. They're sparking up things all the time.
Well,
They're-
Kip, slow it down,
They've
Kip.
got bubblers. They've got
Yeah.
they've got all these devices for smoking marijuana, Tom.
Oh, well, I've got nothing for that,
Yeah.
Tom.
Yeah, we don't do that in
need-
Florida.
No,
No.
we're far too conservative for that.
You're damn right.
Yeah, but what's important is Kip's question.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Lest we
That's
forget.
right. That's
so
right.
Kip's question into the mail sack. Thank you so much, Kip,
Yep.
and spark one up for me, my friend.
That's right. So Kip wants to know if moving to the cloud, how can he ensure that all of his workstations, all their data is being backed up as well?
Workstations. I
Yeah.
love how you just blend classic.
Well, see, I was trying to steer clear of the fact that Kip, when he wrote us, mentioned that all of the workstations are Apple devices.
So they work in unison and in harmony.
Well, they used to when they had the time capsule, right? But then
ouch.
Apple again, that was a great idea. Apple had this device that all of the workstations in the organization could back up to, and then from that device, it would shoot up a replication to the cloud.
Just shoot it right up there,
That's
Tom.
right. So if something happened locally,
Right.
that the time capsule was damaged, we've got the cloud backup, which is just a beautiful idea. But
But
unfortunately,
no.
Apple had to cancel it.
Sure.
Yep, it was. I'd give them full credit on this one. That was a great idea. But #fail.
Wait, Tom, are you insinuating that the Apple product was
Failed.
No. So it didn't
think
necessarily.
you all understand what
I
I'm
don't think.
saying.
I don't think that the product itself failed. I think that the corporate decisions made by Tim Cook potentially may have failed you, but
I don't
not
even
necessarily.
know. Who is Tim Cook?
He's the Apple guy.
Oh,
He's-
okay, whatever.
Yeah.
Well, let's get back to Kip.
Kip.
Kip
Sorry,
wants
Kip.
to know about what to do. No time capsule available. So, Kip, here's what you do. There's a device called a QNAP, which is basically a set of hard drives that sits there in a nice little box, and it backs up all those workstations because on your time capsule or your time machine app on your Apple devices, you can point that to this set of hard drives.
Right.
And then you can have a service that QNAP device or that set of hard drives will shoot up to the cloud and back up that replication there. So not only do you have a local set of data that you can back up and restore from, which greatly reduces the restore time, but you've also got the protection in the cloud. So should the Goodyear blimp fall on the building,
That happens.
it does. That you don't have to worry about that, or fire, or earthquake, tornado, hurricane, whatever.
Or Aunt Marge.
Or
Yeah.
or
Oh, jeez.
Auntie Uncle Bob.
Yeah.
You know,
Her and her shoes.
no matter what the possibility for failure is, having a device like that and then pointing the Time Machine app over to that is definitely the way to go, Kip. So that's what I would look at. And it's not just QNAP. There's a whole bunch of different solutions out there. Do your due diligence, do your homework, find out which solution works best for you and your organization.
Kip, thank you so much for writing into the mail sack today.
Yeah, well, and get back to it, Kip. Get out there and
Get you some
cut those
munchies there,
slopes.
Kip, and some munchies and spark one up, and you just enjoy that Colorado living.
That's right. Enjoy the snow for us because we are back in the 88
No,
degree
he's
weather.
not snow. He's into marijuana, Tom. Completely different drug.
See?
Yeah.
You're going way over my head
I'm
with all
sorry,
these
man. I'm
references.
sorry.
You gotta remember.
I watch Miami Vice.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, well.
So I get the drug language slang.
Hey,
okay?
nobody loves Crockett and Tubbs more than I, okay?
And I've seen you in that white suit with that
You
pastel.
know, right now I have no socks on in my penny loafers and
Oh, dear, Tom.
still sporting that Crockett look.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sporting something, that's for damn sure. So, Tom, it's been a powerful episode today.
It has.
I think we've set sail to Kersplockistan. We've
I'm
shipped
hoping somebody set sail.
the in-laws and
Yeah.
Aunt Marge and
Auntie Uncle Bob.
can't forget him. Is it?
Let's just.
What is
Auntie
it
Uncle
today? Is
Bob.
it? We'll stick with that.
Yeah.
So we've sent them on a cruise. We've saved the day for a nonprofit from a nefarious tech IT company that was just hungry and hungry for
Overcharging.
dollars.
I tell you, $190 a month. That should be a server and 5 workstations for all of that
Or
service.
one quality, device
Yeah.
called a Mac. So we've gone down a long road. We've helped you get into the cloud, and we've helped Kip continue to be in the cloud. Listen, great show today, and back to our Facebook Live. How are you guys? And
Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, it was all our pleasure, and the lizards and Masons.
Yeah. Welcome again, Mason.
And thank God he actually turned the microphone on the second try this morning.
That's right.
Listen, Matthew, if you're listening, I hope you're having a great time at the Dolly Flarton. Tom, what are you doing?
I don't know.
You adjusting something up top?
You're talking about Dolly Parton and just feeling a little 9 to 5ish over
Feeling
here.
a little top heavy there,
I
Tom,
tell
are
ya.
you?
Yep.
This is a great show, folks. Tom, where can people find out more about you and all of the good stuff you can help organizations with?
AdvancedSystemsSolutions.com, unless, of course, somebody's taken...
They might.
Yeah.
And you might want to secure that by the time you leave before this podcast goes
right.
live, because they're listening, Tom.
No, it always makes me so paranoid.
Paranoid like Kip.
And
Am I
yourself.
right?
And what is the correct email or the correct URL for your organization?
Tom, it's on target. digitalmarketing.com. And I'm not going to get the S on that because that just sounds stupid anyway.
Yep. Well, there we go. Well, let's just hope that you can keep it to yourself.
I hope to. And hey, send the in-laws my love on their cruise.
Bon voyage.
Until next time, guys, take care. We had a great time. See you.
This podcast was recorded at the On Target Podcasting Studio.